What I understand is that Tempest figured out that she had to have a man to blame her children on. And so Gramps' father was John Ranks, and I don't know if they were married or not. It was hard to get, I just assumed. And so if he said they weren't, I probably would have thought I heard wrong. And what I think happened to him as a friend of his was killed, and the guy who did it got off. So it wasn't a crime, because the people who lived up here back then, a lot of them didn't have documentation. They were Indians that had stayed after the Trail of Tears. They were, people of ambiguous ancestry. And at least his friend was an Indian. I don't know if John Ranks was part Indian or not. So I believe he went and killed the guy who killed his friend. And then, so then he was gone. And nothing more is known of him after that. But, there's a lot of tidying up that happened in history. People stopped talking about a lot of things around the 40s and 50s. And they still talked about it a little bit, but the kids didn't understand what was being said. And, it was such a paradigm shift that you would have to sit there and work with somebody step by step to get them to understand what they were hearing you say. So, the original Rinks ancestor was Don Gina, or Don Jinks, and he was actually my dad. So, yeah. So that's it's really hard to say that I'm not any part of the people around here. Dad went through at least 1 or 2 phases of being very active in the genome of Indiana. So, I think to a lesser extent I have been.